What's poppin', fam? It's your boy Twine SPK here, bringing you another story time of when I actually bust my nose at tryouts at band. So, hopefully, you guys can find a little comedy out of it, and if you do, hit that like, hit a subscribe, and I'll try to drop more content. So, without further ado, let's hop into the story time. So, I remember this day started off just like any normal old day. Woke up, brushed my teeth, ate breakfast, ate a big breakfast just because I was starting this new carb diet. Was trying to, bulk up and stuff. Because I was kind of a small guy. Not to say that it really did much, but it made me a little bit thicker. But after I ate, I got dressed and I headed to band practice just because they had it a little bit earlier. It wasn't really practice, it was actually a tryout for just new positions. We were going to be there for half of the time because um, everybody has to find their position out to practice, right? I guess. I left out a little bit early because I remember that I wanted to actually get the position that I wanted this year, hoping that I get the position that I wanted this year. So I left out a little bit early, trying to see who I could talk to and like who would help me out and give me some tips and tricks on either playing better or showing that I have improved. When I got to the building, it was already open and the band room was already open and there was only like I'd say about 4 kids in there. We wanted to come in early too, and actually, two of the band kids were the relatives of the band director. So I'm like, hey, that's cool. Let me become friends with them. Let me see what they know. That was a complete turn because these guys came in knowing how to play everything at this god level. Really, really good. But I asked them some things on like twirls and techniques, and they gave me some techniques to do and stuff, and I was practicing it. That's where I messed up. I didn't keep track of time, and I wanted to know how long could I do this trick or if I could do this trick because it showed me a trick. You know that point in your life when you try to do something and you're just like, oh, I got it. Oh, I got it. And you really don't, but you're just like, oh, I got it. I'm getting better at it. You're gonna think you're gonna get it eventually. And I didn't keep track of time just because one of my friends had asked me something, and me not knowing, I still was swinging the sticks while answering the question. It was like probably 2 words that came out of my mouth, but I was trying to answer and trying to, seem like a boss trying to show off. That shows you to know that showing off really don't work out. So don't do it. In this lesson, kids, all I know is I turned my head, said 2 words, and one of the sticks slipped out of my hands, and they hit me in the, it hit me directly in the nose, and it hurted for a bit. It kind of hurted a lot, but I didn't trip about it, and everybody was like, "Whoa!" Not everybody. It was just like a few people, but more people was coming in. It was like I said, about 10 kids at that time. Me being embarrassed and trying to be like, "Oh, macho, macho." I don't know what I was thinking, but I was just trying to hold in the pain, not not show that hey that hurt it. I can take a little tap on the nose. My body told everyone else different because my nose started bleeding. I was like, bro, me thinking I can fix this little issue in a few, like probably like a few minutes. Sadly, I was mistaken because the band director came in, I say 10 minutes early. All I needed was 5 minutes to either wipe my nose or shove something in my nose to stop the blood from flowing. But he had came in early and everybody was just looking at me like a horror scene just happened. I it's just a little blood, but people were kind of like frantic of blood just because I guess we were younger and they thought that if something really happened to anyone that it would be on the band director, and everybody was just looking out for him, and they just rushed over to him as soon as he came in and sat his stuff down. They was like, hey, something happened to Charles, and you already know how things started already. Some people started some rumors and said I had gotten into a fight with his brother, and he came over instantly to me like, hey, he's new, you can't be starting problems. And his brother actually just told for me. He was like, hey, nothing happened here. He actually just was doing the trick, and it slipped out of his hand and it hit him in the face. Nothing big deal. But still, the band director was like, hey, this could be a serious issue. And he examined me himself. And he took about 5 minutes with me, examined me, took me down to the facility security and I guess the little nurse or whatever, and told me to come back after. And he just gave me a slip to audition another time, I guess. Sadly mistaken again. Never got to re-audition again. It kind of hurt my feelings, and I had to take the shitty end of the stick. But I guess I learned, hey, pay attention, don't be playing too much, and I guess it worked out in my favor because I say in college I got to play at least a good 2 to 3 years professionally as a snare drummer. So I guess being patient and just hoping and just practicing and just it'll work out. So I hope you guys like this video. If you found a little comedy, still hit the like. It helps me out. And I'll be trying to update and upload every week. Hope you guys have a good day. Stay healthy and try to stay progressive. Peace.